ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Managersim Phoenix Series, episode 15. I did say that the series wasn't going to die. It was going to come back if certain things were going on, and a certain thing has happened. If you haven't been reading your in-game forum posts on the Facebook group, then you are going to be in a bit of a shock. What's the news that's brought me back after sort of like a 2 to 3 week break from the game? We will look at the game also while I'm doing this. We might also see what's been going on in the leagues. Well, the news is obviously is the next phase. If you've not been reading if you've not been reading your in-game forums or your Facebook group, then you might have not noticed what's actually going to happen in just under 4 weeks' time. And this is what is going to happen, and I will read what Burnham has said on here. It's a major move, probably the biggest move that the game has had since Burnham brought it back quite a few years ago. So this is what he says. At the end of June, the current way of accessing and playing the game will change. The game from the 1st of July will become an early access game only, in capital letters. That means because we do not sell access subscription, patrons will be given early access to the game through web technology, which is your browser, and then later on, I suppose in the future, desktop and app versions. So basically the game, since Burnham has brought it back, was what you call beta. If you notice when you have games on Kickstarters and stuff like that, they have various versions of how the game progresses. And the amount of money you put in, you can actually go into a very early stage of the game. Like, for instance, the Football Manager series, if you go in early, you can actually have the game 2 weeks before everyone else. That's kind of like a beta version. Well, Manager Sim never had a alpha version, the very first version of the game, but it always has had a beta version, and the game you're currently playing is the beta version of the game, no matter how many years it's been. It's been, I don't know, 4 or 5 years since Burnham took the game over. And it's always been beta, and it's always been free. Well, as from the July the 1st, that will change. As you see this post here, on July the 1st, for people who want to play the game for free, they will have to do it at demo.managersim.net, which is, I'll just highlight that for you. A game, well, based on Phoenix, that is ticked every fourth hour. That might change, I've been told. It might change depending on what the people want to do. And we can adjust the speed if more than 50% of the managers playing there will be asking for such a change. This demo game world is not supported, I must stress, not supported with active development, bugs, and bugs may or may not be addressed within reasonable time. Those who are paying for the game through Patreon for the Phoenix game we'll stay as we are. So at managersim.net, which is the current web address for patrons, I am a patron. Nothing will change. So nothing's going to change for me and for others who are putting money in. For all your non-patron accounts, the access will be cut, thus not be able to log on and play the Phoenix game world. Not even level 1 clubs, nor creating a new manager account will get you access. So basically that means then as from July the 1st, if you're not paying for the game and you want to access your side, you will not get access to your side anymore. Your name will still be at the club for 2 weeks until it becomes inactive, and after 2 weeks of when it does become inactive, you will be booted out. So you might be managing the club, but you won't have anything to do with the club because you won't have access. Basically, the managersim.net website will not be available to you anymore. The only play where you can play this game is through the demo.managersim.net site. And that's going to be again for all those who want to play the game for free. And this version of the Phoenix game world will not be updated, will not be corrected. For those who want an updated created world, you have to become a patron member. And the lowest tier, I think, is about $3, which is in English money about £2.41 per month to play the game. Why is he doing this? As he's saying here, I'm working on a desktop and app front end and also programming back to end functionality to the game, and we'll work first and foremost take the game to the next level, next phase, hence why this is called next phase. This is the big plan for 2020. Also, by going down this road, we will have unique possibilities to simulate play-to-play scenarios and how it affect the game world where most managers cannot create another manager to loan some of their players. That's one big difference we're going to have with the new game world kicking in. Well, it's not going to be a new game world. The split between the demo game world and the existing game world is that on July the 1st, when things do happen. And then eventually on July the 15th, July the 16th is the big day because all those non-active managers will get kicked out. So a lot of big clubs will be freeing their managers, which opens up for anyone still in the game world to go to those clubs if they want to. But basically, Burnham is trying to get rid of all those multiple accounts as well because there's few members, we know who they are, who have got 5 or 6 accounts in the game. They will all those 5 or 6 accounts will go, and they will only have one account if they are a paying member. There are exceptions to this rule though. For instance, I am one exception myself because the Lord Donut account will still be active in the paying patron game world to show people what the new game, the patron game world looks like. I was going to say new game world, but it's not. It's going to be the existing game world. Um, in case of, let's say, any new updates and anything happens, then I can put it on my YouTube series and people can come and have a watch. Hence why I'm going to still have the Lol Donut account as well as my main account. But I think he's trying to push people to not have multiple accounts anymore, and also it's good. It'll be good to see who are the true numbers of people actually paying for this game, because I think there's a fair few of us who are patron members, and we've been keeping the server going, even though it's not enough money, for quite a while now. I think Burnham has decided that the next phase is going to happen, and it's going to happen no matter if people don't like it or like it on July the 1st. Now, obviously on Facebook, we've had a lot of people saying this is a good thing, well, a lot of people saying this is a bad thing, and sadly the last week or two, we've had quite a few members who are now leaving the game. It's a big risk. It is a big risk that Burnham is taking. I'm in split minds if it's going to work or not. I really hope it does work because Managersim is a great game, but I think it is a big risk. We could lose those loyal people who have been playing this game for such a long time, and we've lost 2 already. I'm hoping though we will get more people coming to Patreon and paying money to keep this game alive. But even things like that, we have to see what's going to happen. It's obviously this is only early June at the moment. We don't know the full story if it's going to be a good move or not by the middle of July. This could work really well for Burnham, or this might completely backfire on him. I hope it does work for him, but it is a huge risk, especially recently. The last couple of weeks, we've had quite a few changes to the game, quite notable changes, which a lot of people did not like. I'm one of them. I do not like the amount of changes we are doing that happened in such a short time, and really we had no say in it. But after saying that, this is a game we really love playing. We want to be loyal, we want to support Burnham as much as possible, but it's risky what he's doing, but I wish him the best success and I hope this is successful. I hope the game, which is the paying version of the game now, which it will become, the game on July the 1st, or more so July the 15th, when those non-paying members go over to the demo world. If they do go over, they might just leave the game totally. That's another risk. Um, the game will turn from beta, which has been beta for many years now, to early access. You have noticed maybe on other games, there's a lot of games that have been on early access where people have paid, because you can't be a paying member on a beta game. I've never seen a beta game when you actually are a paying member, unless I'm wrong. If I am wrong, then please mention in the comments. But I've seen a lot of games that have been early access, which you have become paying members. So this is a huge step for Managersim. That's why I'm doing this episode 15, because again, I did mention at the end of episode 14 that episode 14 wasn't going to be the last episode. I was only going to come back when certain things are going on. And certain things has happened in the last couple of weeks that I needed to make a video about it. And yeah, I wish Burnham the best of success. I will stick with it. I am a patron member. I will stick with this and see if this is successful or not. Well, here's my patron account. As you can see, this is Managersim. You go into Patreon, which is patreon.com, and you go to homepage. Your homepage might be different from mine. So here are the tier memberships you can pay on Patreon for Managersim if you want to continue. So basically, if you want to continue as it is, the tier that you need to join is, obviously I can't do it myself because I'm already a patron of Managersim, is this one here. So if you click on this one and join for $3 a month, you get early access to the game. Basically, you join the early access of the game. So just it's $3, £2.41, completely up to you. If you do not pay, obviously you will then only play the game through the demo, which is the updated version. I'm currently a defender. I'm on $5 a month, and I get 10 credits a month and stuff like that. You can pay more if you want to. There's forward at $10, the manager at $15. All these get more bonuses. The big bonus is you get more credits in a month, and credits are these things up here, the golden coins. So we're going to have a quick look at the leagues while we're here. A lot of the leagues have actually finished end of this season. We'll start off with, obviously, I'm on my main account at the moment. So my IFK side, there we are. We're currently third. We finished third in the season. We actually had a really good recent form there. We only lost 1 or 2 games in the last 12 games. Harmony won the league. David Oliver's Dave, experiment has actually worked really well here. Well done, Dave. And his Harmony side, even though they didn't score that many goals, they became champions. So that was happening in Sweden. In England, Man City have just 1 game to go. Cannot be caught, and so they are going to be the league champions. They finished third last season under Morton, so congratulations, Morton. AFC Bournemouth, who won last season, are fighting now for second place with Man United and Bristol City, so that's still undecided, but I think AFC Bournemouth are in got a good chance of finishing second there. In the Championship, we've got just 2 games to go, and Wigan, as they did last season, easily winning League One, are easily winning the Championships, but they are going to find the Premier League much tougher. But look at that's amazing goal scoring record they got there. And they are going to be joined by Wolverhampton Wanderers, who are under Mohamed. Again, we've only got probably maybe 2 or even 3 seasons of the current status of the game left. So all these managers you see here, all these clubs could be leaving by July the 1st or July the 15th when their name gets booted out. So yeah, just again, word of warning, guys, if you're getting attached to your side and you're not going to pay towards the game, you are going to lose your side. Simple as that. In League One, Portsmouth are amazing season they've had under the managership of Niles, and so they'll be going up with Rotherham. In Spain, with just 1 game to go, Barcelona have won the championship, and Atletico Madrid will finish second. So Barcelona, current champions, have won again. So well done, Dave. In Portugal, it's Benfica that have won it this year under the managership of Jose. So congratulations to Benfica. And last season's champions, who I think was Sporting, yes, under Marcio, finished second this year, with Belenenses third. In France, it's Nimes. Oh, well, we do not know its Nimes, but it's so close. Look at that. That is amazing. It'd be very good to see who wins this. It's those 4 clubs have still got a chance of winning the league. If we look at the fixture list, Nimes' final game this season is away, home to Angers, so computer side, so they got a good chance of winning that. PSG are against wrong screen, sorry. I will get there in a minute. PSG are home to Brest, another AI side, so they've got a good chance to try to overtop Nimes. Grand Camp have had an amazing season. Are away to Clermont, another AI side, and Lyon are. Where are you, Lyon? Olympic Lyon. You're away to Caen. So all the sides are against AIs. So if I was a betting man, I would say Nimes have probably won it. But if they slip up, then any one of these 3 sides could win it. Very, very closely. It's probably the closest league of the whole game. Bordeaux are champion. Oh, well, they're not guaranteed champions yet, but they have guaranteed promotion. So congratulations, Martine. We go to Belgium. Now, this is sadly one of the big changes since the last update. Stefan, who's always been at Antwerp, has left the game, and his Antwerp side already been pinched off for top players. So we won't feature Belgium again, sadly, on any of these updates because there's no human manager there. So I left Anderlecht a long time ago. Netherlands, Utrecht have won the Champions League. They have won the league. So congratulations to Vincent, and with Feyenoord second and Ajax third. So they all go to the Champions League. Germany, Bayern Leverkusen, Burnham's side, total dominant, totally unbeaten. 34 played, 34 wins. I do not see if that's so much of a challenge for him anymore. Dortmund under Eric finishes second, and Schalke finishes third. Sandhausen, the team got promoted last season, finished a very good sixth place. Now, keep an eye on this league. There's going to be a surprise, but not in this tick. We go to Italy now, one of the most competitive leagues, and with just one game this season, it's still between two clubs, and it's the two. Oh, this is going to be pretty interesting. Milan and Inter Milan are both still got a chance of winning. The league champions of last season, Thiego's Milan, are in the pole position, but Inter Milan under Michael, who finished fourth last year, are second currently, so they could pip Milan. So let's look at the fixtures. Milan are home to Sampdoria, who are really or are going to be relegated, where Inter Milan are away to Vitesse, who are currently sixth. So Milan have definitely got the easier tie in this. So I think Milan, barring disaster, will be champions here. We go to Turkey, and Galatasaray have won the Turkish league by 8 clear points over Trabzonspor. I think I said that right. So congratulations on some to Galatasaray, who were runners up last year, obviously. And so Trabzonspor finished fourth, and the champions. Where did the champions finish? Who were the? We need to look at see who the champions of that year was actually. So if we go to countries, Turkey, Backer League. Oh, it was them. I can't even pronounce their side. Yeah. All right. So let's go backwards a bit. Oops. Ah, there they are. Fourth. Oh, they lost their manager and now they're fourth. Okay, that makes sense. So we've done Sweden. Let's just see Scotland. Scotland Hearts have won the Scottish League. Congratulations to the Hearts manager, Christopher, who were runners up last season, obviously. Rangers, the champions, finished third this year. Celtic, who finished third, finished second this year. So a bit of a change around there. And so we'll go to the international cups. And Fritz has promised that he will win the Champions League. Did not happen. He actually got knocked out in the semi-finals by PSG. Now, obviously, PSG have got a soft spot in my heart because I was a PSG manager for many years in the previous game world. So it's great to see them. And there was a good ding-dong battle between the two sides here. PSG actually won 6-5 on aggregate. In the other semi-final, much tighter, Inter Milan beating Galatasaray. The quarterfinals were PSG, Atletico Madrid, Galatasaray, Milan, Inter Milan, Marseille, Bournemouth, and Barcelona. In round two, you can see there. So who won the final? The finals between Inter Milan and PSG, and Inter Milan easily beat PSG 5-1. That's some thrashing, especially for a final. So congratulations to Inter Milan and Mikel. Let's see if you can do the cup and league double. So we go to Uefa Cup. The Uefa Cup is finished as well. The quarterfinalists were Spurs, Guingamp, Bristol City, that Turkish side who I'm not going to pronounce, Saint Etienne in France, Man United, Lyon and Feyenoord. In the semi-final, Saint Etienne beat Tottenham Hotspur, who have now not got their manager. Heiko has now left and he's gone to Valencia. Bristol City beat Lyon. So it was Saint Etienne, Bristol City, England v France battle. And the final, the winners were Bristol City. Congratulations to Bristol City beating Saint Etienne 3-0. Their manager being Lawrence. Bristol City had a really good campaign. They finished fourth in the league, so they'll stay in UEFA Cup to try to retain their trophy. And that's it. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. I will do another episode probably in a couple of weeks' time to show if there is any difference in the game, in the paid game world, as it will be called. But we've currently got 107 active managers, but a lot of these are multiple accounts. I'm expecting on July the 15th, in about 5 or so weeks' time, that this list of player numbers will actually go down, but we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, that's it for me. Thanks for watching this episode 15. I will do episode 16 in a couple of weeks' time with any big news. So thanks for listening. Goodbye.